Welcome legends, I am Sushi, or Luna, and I'd like to announce to you that I cooked. I have done something I've wanted to do for a while. I modded Minecraft Legacy on the PlayStation 4. This might not seem interesting or impressive at first glance, as legacy modding has been well documented, and yes it was. But on the PS4, it wasn't. There's no tutorial on how to mod Legacy PS4 Edition until today. I'm going to talk you through the entire process of modding the game, starting with how I got here, what inspired me to mod it, why it hasn't been documented before, how to actually mod the edition, what makes the mod possible, and showing you that the mod works. I have looked through every piece of documentation I could, and there's no documentation. I've looked around and found no tutorial, no definitive tutorial on how to mod the edition from start to finish. There are many guides for Bedrock all across YouTube, but not for Legacy PS4. The edition has been modded before by one person, NeluXP Mods. I never talked to him, but he does great work. I've watched a few of his videos. That means I am not the first to mod this edition, I would actually be the second. But honestly, I do not care about the title, I just wanted to launch this handy guide so you can mod the edition yourself, do silly things for your game, and perhaps open new doors in the legacy modding scene. Each section of this video is timestamped, so you can go wherever you'd like. I recommend you watch the entire video though, as you might find some pieces of info useful if you wish to mod the edition yourself, or you might find the process entertaining. Some of these sections will get super in-depth, maybe rambly you could say, but I want to properly document the process and, as I said, to open up new doors for fellow creatives who want to mod this edition. If you want to go to a timestamp, feel free, but if you want to see my process through this entire adventure, thank you so much for deciding to take the time. So, how did I get here? A while back, I managed to buy a PS4 Pro. I got it for an absolute bargain, $70. Yeah, here's the conversion sheet. I don't know how I had so much luck, but I'm so glad I did. Thing is, I got the console because it was on a moddable firmware, 10.01. I did get the console in a fairly bad state, it was overheating, but I took it to the repairs and it still ended up being cheaper than the average moddable PS4 Pro or any moddable PS4. Now, here's the thing about me and what inspired me to do this. I really love mods. Mods and modding are some of my favorite things ever. I think of mods as an art form because they are. They're a way for the player to make the game they play truly be their own game. I've been passionate about Minecraft modding ever since 2015. And that passion amplified to a whole new league. This year, I've began modding Legacy, first beginning with the PS3 edition. And now, I'm finally talking about this passion of mine. The reason why I wanted to mod PS4 edition at first is because of two bugs in the game. Are you ready to know what they are? The dark oak log. In the classic textures, there's 4 pixels lighter than the rest. This is literally unplayable, like this makes the game completely unplayable. You cannot play it, it's so game breaking, I know. And the cactus, right? The cactus has a spruce leaf type green instead of the vibrant green we all know. This only happens on the classic textures, like not the new ones that came out in 1.14. But I play with them a lot, as you can see in this video, and I wanted to fix that. I wanted to fix the bugs. Another reason is, I wanted to add my skinning cape to the game. Nothing much to explain for this one, just I'm silly. I'm very silly. You might be wondering now, why has PS4 edition modding not been documented before? Well, there's a good few reasons for it. First of all, the same reason why I haven't modded my PS4 Slim, the online service. By modding the console, I lose access to all the online service. This is not the case on some systems. For example, a modded PS3 or PS Vita lets you play online without any sort of drawback or disadvantage, but the PS4 does not let you play online. That's why not so many people mod their PS4s, and honestly, I completely get it. Second of all is why the online service doesn't work on a modded PS4. It's because the console is not on the latest firmware. The latest moddable firmware is 11.00, and the newest firmware overall is 12.00 at the current time of recording. You cannot downgrade an unmodded PS4 either, and I'm not sure if you can downgrade a modded one, but let me know if you can. You either have to wait for an exploit to release for your firmware version and turn off PS4 updates, or you buy a PS4 on a moddable firmware. I chose the second one, but only because it was dirt cheap. Well, dirt cheap for a PS4 Pro. Last but not least, the modding itself isn't simple. Modding Legacy across different platforms like the PS3 and the Wii U is very simple as you have direct access to the game files. On the PS3, you just have to go to a directory and you have full access to all the game files to edit as you wish. But on the PS4, you don't have that. The game files are actually stored in the game package, so you cannot do editing directly to the game files. You have to extract the package, edit the files, repack it, and reinstall the package. And you don't lose your worlds in the process, so that is a good thing. But the process does take a while. Although, a good thing is, it becomes easy once you get the gist of it. Now, I want to leave some notes before I begin the tutorial. First and foremost, I will assume that you already have a modded PS4 with Goldhen. This is not a guide on how to mod your PS4, but a guide on how to mod the Legacy Edition on the PS4. So I will assume that by now you have your PS4 modded, and if you don't, I've left the tutorial that I've used in the description below. Second of all, I've used what is called a fake game. Don't be fooled, a fake game does not mean a rip-off game. In PS4 modding, a fake game is a game that is decrypted, so it can run on a modded PS4, and so you can access the game files. You can make a fake game from your own disc game, and I actually do own the game on disc. To mod PS4 edition, you need to turn your game into a fake game, else you won't even be able to extract the files. And lastly, I've used the game update 01.95 for this. It's the update before Legacy and Bedrock came bundled together. Also, the bundle only applies if you have a Legacy disc, it won't apply on a Bedrock disc. I wanted to make this simpler for myself by using that older update, and I will make it simpler for you too. I have provided the unmodified update in the description for the fake game for those two serial numbers. I've used the EU version, aka CUSA00265 in this video. I won't provide the game itself though, the game is required to run the update, so you will have to make the fake game yourself. I'll just type out this warning so I can get on with the video. Okay, without further ado, 8 minutes in, I will teach you how to mod the PS4 edition of Minecraft. I will teach you exactly how to add a skin, cape, and change your game's textures. Modding from start to finish on PS4 is very different as I've mentioned previously, so every step counts here. I will be referring to 3 programs that I will use throughout, those being PS4 Tools, PCK Studio, and fakegame Tools. I left links to all 3 in the description below. Download them, extract them in their own separate folders, and follow along. So we have 3 main steps here. First of all, have your game package and update package ready because we're going to extract the files from both. Then we want to do our edits to the files, you know, the skins, the textures, and then we want to repackage this together so, you know, we can install it on the PS4. These are the 3 steps. Let's get into it. Enjoy Legends. First of all, what we're going to want to do is to extract our game and update file packages. Here, I have my game package and my update package. You do not have to name these folders in order, I just did it for the purpose of this video. First of all, you're going to want to open PS4 Tools. You want to right click on run.cmd and run it as an administrator. Here click yes and just let it run. That's all for PS4 Tools. Now you're going to want to actually use it. But the way you use it is you right click on your package and you will see an extract menu. You'll also see a PS4 Tools menu, but we won't need this, just the extract menu. Click on extract full PKG and just let it extract. Once it has extracted, do the exact same for the update package. Extract and extract full PKG. You are now done with the first step. You've extracted the packages. Now let's do the second step, actually editing our game files. Let's start with the skin edit. Open up your update folder, go to image 0, go to Orbis and DLC. Here you will see all the DLCs in the game. I want to edit the Battle and Beast skin pack to add my own skin. Go into your PCK Studio folder and open up pckstudio.exe. You're going to see this. First of all, make sure to open /save as Vita PS4 PCK up in the right corner. Just tick that box and drag and drop your PCK. My advice is that you make a backup of this. Just open up a new File Explorer window and place your backup somewhere. I'll just paste this here and I'll drag and drop the Battle and Beasts PCK from the update folder. Now you will see a GUI that looks like this. It doesn't matter which skin pack you use, but I used Battle and Beasts. Now you're going to want to right click on an empty space, go to Create and Skin. You're going to see Skin ID, Skin Name, and Theme Name. For Skin ID, just set it to Auto Gen. For Skin Name, you can set whatever you'd like, and you can do the same for the theme name. Now go here and click on Add Skin, and go to where you put your skin. You'll see 64 by 64 skin detected if your skin is 64 by 64. Now you can also add a cape. I'll add the Eye Blossom cape because why not? And now, if your skin is classic, you are done. But if your skin is slim, go to Edit Skin Flags, deselect 64 by 64 classic skin, and select 64 by 64 Alex slim skin. Now go to Save. And now, create your skin. If you scroll down, you'll see that nothing has changed, but this is okay. It's a visual bug. Go to File, and go to Save. You're gonna see saved PCK file, click OK, close PCK Studio, reopen it, remember to open /save as Vita PS4 PCK, and drag and drop your PCK again. Now, if you scroll down, you're going to see your skin and your cape. You're done with the skin editing. Now, it's time for the texture editing. I'll teach you how to do two types of texture editing. Editing the base game textures and editing one of the available texture packs. To edit the base game textures, go to Common, Res, Title Update, and Res. I'm going to edit the texture for the Elytra, but you can edit whichever image in this folder you'd like. You can edit as many as you want. To edit the Elytra like me, you can go to Item and look for elytra.png. You're going to want to delete this file. Now just go to Files, go to Image Files, Skin, or wherever you store them really. Now go to where you stored your Elytra, copy it, paste it in, and change the name to elytra.png. Now let me show you how to edit one of the available texture paths. Go to Orbis and DLC. This is not only a place for skin files but also for texture packs. You can see here Cartoon Texture Pack, Candy Texture Pack, City Texture Pack. I want to edit Vanilla Legacy though. That's right, Legacy reference and Legacy. Okay, jokes aside, these are just the programmer art textures. I play with these very often, so I would like to also add my elytra here and also fix the issues I've mentioned previously with the dark oak log and the cactus. Open up the folder and don't put texturepack.pck into PCK Studio. Go to data and you'll see x16data.pck. This is the texture pack. Now open PCK Studio back up, select open save as Vita PS4 PCK, and drag and drop your PCK. Now just open up the res folder and let's do the editing. Terrain.png, terrain mipmap level 2.png, and terrain mipmap level 3.png are the blocks that are in the game. If I open up the terrain.png file, you can see that the cactus indeed is of a different shade of green, and the dark oak log has those 4 lighter pixels. I have fixed them for all 3 mipmap levels, and I will leave these images in the description for you to download. Now that we have the fixed files, right-click on the terrain.png file and click Replace. Here, you're going to want to go to where you placed your files. I placed mine here. Select your file and click Open. Do the same for the other mipmap levels. Now to edit the elytra, just open the item folder, go to elytra.png, right click, click Replace, and go to where you placed your elytra. Now if you go back on the elytra, you're going to see it's changed. And if you go on terrain.png and the other mipmap levels, they have changed too. The image is way too small to notice, but they have changed as well. If you full screen, it won't change anything. Now just go to File and go to Save. Click OK and close this. And now you have edited the skin and texture files. What we're going to want to do now is to repackage this thing together and get ready. Make sure you have your update folder and your game folder open. Open up the SC0 folder and the SC0 folder here. You're going to want to take this param.sfo file and you're going to want to drop it somewhere on your desktop. Now you're going to want to copy everything that you see here and you're going to want to paste it. Now replace all the files in the destination. Now you're going to want to take everything here, copy it all, go to your game folder, image 0, SESys, and now paste everything here. Now that you've done that, you're going to want to open the fakegame tools and go into orbis pub sfo.exe. You're going to want to open this. If you see any pop-up asking you to install features, make sure to do that. Now go to File, Open, go to the desktop, and take your param.sfo file. Now you're going to see this content ID here. You're going to want to copy it and paste it in a notepad document, which I've already done. Now you're going to see master version. In master version, you're going to want to type 01.95. Now, go to storage setting 1. In download data size, you're going to want to put 256 megabytes. Now, you're going to want to save this and close this up. Now, take your param.sfo file, copy it, and paste it into your game directory. Into SCSys, of course, and replace the file in the destination. Now you're going to want to go to both the base game folder and update folder, and go to image 0 in both. Now you're going to want to take everything that isn't SCSys from here copy it, and now paste. Just wait for it to finish. Replace any conflicting files. Now, before you continue, you're going to want to go into sys and delete some files. Delete the files license.dat, license.info, playgochunk.dat, playgochunk.sha, playgomanifest.xml, psreserved.dat, and if you have a file called disk_info.dat, delete that as well. Now go to the app folder and delete playgochunk.dat. Now go into your fake PKG tools, open up Orbis Pub Gen. Do not mind me, this virtual machine has very little storage. Now you're going to be met with this GUI. Go up here to command. Now go to project setting and go to package. The content ID is the one you put in the notepad document earlier. Just copy it from here and paste it in. The passcode should be 32 zeros. Just type them until you can't and click OK. Now open up image 0 here and open up your game files. Now, go into image 0, take everything from here, and drop them into the right side. Now, you're gonna want to go to chunk. Right click the image 0 root on the left, switch chunk assignment of the files, and #0 chunk #0. Now, you're going to want to close this. Now build. Package size may be smaller by enabling compression state of files, that is okay. Just close. Select where you want to place your package. I'm going to place it on the desktop, and you can name it whatever you'd like. Now, just build. You're going to see an error that says could not create system directory. Do not mind the error, just close. Now build. Close this. Select. Name your package whatever you want. And just build again. It's going to work this time. Now the image has been completely created. Now here you'll see two files, a PKG and a PKG4disk0.gp4. You're only going to need the PKG. I'm going to copy it to my computer. And now it's here. You're going to want to plug in a USB drive formatted in exFAT to your computer. And now, just drag and drop your file from your computer into the USB drive. Now wait for it to finish. It will take a while depending on the speed of your USB drive. Now plug the USB drive into your PS4. Go to Gold Hen, Debug Settings, Package Installer, and install your package. For me, the same content has already been installed as I have Minecraft already. Just click yes. And let it download. And now finally, after all this, we have Legacy modded on the PS4. As you can see, my skin and cape work perfectly. And the Elytra does as well. The Elytra works perfectly. Now I will also show you the blocks that we've changed. So we have, I'll just take this end for the cactus. Also, if you didn't know, I don't know how many people know this, it might just be a very well-known fact, you can use the touchpad on the controller to browse the inventories and even click. And here is the cactus as well. Now the Dark Oak log works perfectly, no longer has those lighter pixels, and the cactus is now that vibrant green we all know. So you see, our game works perfectly. And now I'd like to show you why. The tutorial is done. This is a more technical explanation on the reason why this mod works. Now, everything legacy related works just like on any other platform. There is nothing different about editing a PCK on a PS4 than on a Wii U or a PS3 apart from taking that open as PS4 PCK box. What is different though is the weird way we got the package to run. More specifically, why we combined the game files and update files into one package. That decision was not one I made for the convenience of having one package. We would have had just one update package anyway, assuming you had the game installed already. There is a different reason. So, the PS4 has two types of packages. Well, it has more, but two primary types. The GD package, which stands for Game Data, also known as the base game, and the GP package, which is the update patch. When I first began modding this edition, I repackaged just the update. I was hoping it would apply as an update, but I realized that the update was actually repackaging as game data, not a game patch. Because the new package is being treated as game data, it actually overwrites the original game. If we install the game package, then the update package, the game package gets completely cleared as the console thinks the update package is the game. And because there is no game, there is nothing that the console can actually run. Meaning, it would all be pointless. Worry not though, because I found the issue. There's two types of versions for PS4 packages, a master version and an application version. The master version was 0.1.00 and the application version was 0.1.95. Because this would be treated as a game application when repackaging, I decided to take the param.sfo from the game package and use that instead of the one from the update package. What solved it is swapping the master version and application version. This makes our file be treated as a newer version of the game application. But because it is a game application, it will overwrite the original as I've said. But remember, I drag and dropped the files from the update package over the game package. So the game package files still exist, so they're basically bundled into one package. The package has its own game files, so it can run perfectly. And also a side note, this does not delete any of your worlds, so if you have any worlds on your PS4, you can keep playing them just as normal. The issue is weird, but whatever works, works. What's important is that we got the game running perfectly. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so glad to have finally released this video, and I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making it. This video is way more technical than any of my other videos, but I hope you liked this very first video in which I talk about my love for modding. I hope this video helped open some new doors in the legacy modding scene, or helped some of you fellow creatives in some capacity. If you enjoyed, why not hit that like button? And if you want to see more of what I make, I'd appreciate if you blow up that subscribe button to smithereens. If you have any feedback or suggestions, drop them in the comments. That's all I have for you today. Have an awesome rest of your week, and peace out.